Make sure you subscribe, turn on that bell to stay notified. Trust me, stay to the end because you're going to want to hear what I say, right? All right, so Kodak got arrested. Y'all know for them pills, them oxys, you feel me? The thing is about this is it's common. It's Kodak. Getting arrested is Kodak Black. If you don't know what I'm talking about, trust me, I'm going to go ahead and go through his whole entire rap sheet that dates back to 2015 or maybe even further. But let's do it this way. I was thinking the other day like, bruh, all these cats bringing on themselves. Cuz is riding around with the expired tags, super dark tints and all that. You got money, so why don't you just hire a driver? Can't. Is this in your nature? Watch this. Something from Miami New Times. And this is only in 2019. 3 years ago, a timeline of Kodak Black's legal troubles by Anna Hopkins, May 23rd, 2019, 8 a.m. Now, here we go. Some music artists have a harder time staying on the right side of the law than others. In the South Florida hip-hop scene, Kodak Black is one of the more frequent offenders. His legal troubles have persisted for years, and though it's hard to say to what degree his problems have stunted his career, they're certainly not helping. For those trying to keep up, here's a comprehensive list of Kodak Black's run-ins with the law. October 2015, arrested for kidnapping, battery, and other charges. At 18 years old, Kodak Black was beginning to make waves in the Florida hip-hop world after his breakout skirt debuted on Drake's OVO Beats One radio station. That's when he faced his first arrest in the spotlight. Kodak, born, I don't know how to say cuz name, so we just gonna mess it up, Diusion Octave in Pompano Beach, was arrested for assault, robbery, kidnapping, false imprisonment, driving with a suspended license, and possession of marijuana after being accused of forcing several people into his car because he suspected someone broke into his Broward County home. He was released on bond soon thereafter. December 2015, arrested on marijuana possession. Just 2 months after he was charged with drug possession, in addition to more severe crimes, Kodak was arrested in St. Lucie County for possession of less than 2 pounds of marijuana. He also was charged of having drug paraphernalia on him. February 2016, arrested for sexual battery. In a case yet to be resolved, it actually was. Kodak Black allegedly assaulted a young woman in Florence, South Carolina. The woman reportedly accompanied him to his hotel room after his show at the nightclub Treasure City. Soon after entering the room, she said the rapper ripped off her clothes, bit her, and then raped her. He was charged with criminal sexual misconduct. He actually pled out on that. He was on probation and paid a fine because she sued him criminally. So, yeah. I mean civilly, not criminally. She sued him civilly. Let's go. April 2016, arrest for weapons possession. Shortly after the Florence incident, Kodak was allegedly seen buying marijuana from a drug dealer. He then got in his car and drove away. When the police tried to pull him over, he attempted to evade arrest and threw a gun from his car, according to the cops. After recovering a loaded .40 caliber Glock 23 pistol, they arrested Kodak for possessing a weapon by a convicted felon, possession of marijuana, and a number of traffic violations. May 2016, arrested in Broward County. According to XXL, Kodak Black was arrested again in Broward County, this time in connection with open warrants related to the previous charges of false imprisonment and armed robbery. While he was in jail for this arrest, outstanding warrants for the criminal sexual misconduct case in Florence and marijuana possession charge from December 2015 were brought to light. August 2016, after 3 months in jail, Kodak was sentenced in August to 1 year of house arrest and 5 years of probation. He was also reportedly ordered to complete community service, anger management, and community control supervision programs. However, before he could be placed on house arrest, the open warrants for the St. Lucie County drug possession arrest halted his release. In addition to that warrant, his charge of criminal sexual misconduct in the Florence case was changed to sexual battery, which carries a penalty of up to 30 years. September 2016. A month later, in September, he pleaded no contest to the St. Lucie possession case and was sentenced to 120 days in prison. November 28, 2016. Are we catching a trend here yet? Kodak Black was released from a St. Lucie County jail and extradited to South Carolina to face the sexual battery charge. December 1st, 2016. As predicted by his lawyers, Kodak was freed from a South Carolina jail after posting a $100,000 bond for sexual battery charge. He posted on Instagram that he was happy to finally be going home to family and friends, and that he looked forward to clearing his name in a very near future. February 2017, arrested for violating house arrest, assaulting bartender. After appearing in court in Broward, Kodak was arrested for violating the terms of his house arrest related to the charges of false imprisonment in May 2016. The decision to take him into custody was bolstered by his alleged assault of a bartender and Club Climax in Miami earlier in February. Charges weren't formally filed against him, but the woman identified Kodak Black as the man who punched and kicked her at the club, and the police incident report was presented in the court. April/May 2017, angry outbursts, sentencing and house arrest violation. Between April 21st and May 4th, Kodak was embroiled in a number of legal issues. On April 21st, he was accused of grabbing his anger management counselor by the arm after she threatened to call 911 when he refused to leave a session. She reportedly asked him to leave because he was intentionally disrupting the session by burping repeatedly. 5 days later, on April 26, he was found guilty on 5 accounts of violating his house arrest. Shall we continue? On May 4th, he was sentenced to 364 days in prison with the possibility of early release if he completed a life skills course. He successfully finished the course and was released in June after serving 97 days. January 2018, arrest for weapons and drug possession, child neglect. Despite some legal issues regarding child support for his son, Kodak steered clear of the courthouse for the remainder of 2017. After his release from jail, that changed January 18, 2018. When police were alerted to a live stream on Kodak Black's Instagram feed, the video showed the rapper in his Broward home surrounded by drugs and weapons with his child nearby. He was arrested for grand theft of a firearm, 2 charges of possession of a weapon or ammo by a Florida delinquent adult felon, possession of cannabis over 20 grams, child neglect without a great bodily harm, and 2 counts of parole violation according to XXL. A month later, his lawyers were able to get the charges of grand theft, child neglect, and possession of a weapon by a felon dropped. 2018, April. Sentencing for January arrest. Kodak Black entered a plea of not guilty and was again sentenced to 364 days in prison for the remaining charges stemming from his January arrest. He got credit for 90 days of time served in jail while waiting his trial, so he was released in August of that year. During that stint in jail, Kodak seemed to be trying hard to turn his life around. He earned a GED, changed his legal name to Bill K. Capri, and even tweeted about writing a book. Shortly after his release, it was revealed he was also let off probation, truly cementing his freedom. For a while, things quieted down for Kodak as he continued to release hit songs and collaborate with exciting artists. However, things once again spiraled downward that spring. In April, Kodak was supposed to face trial on a sexual battery case in South Carolina, but the case was postponed and a new date has yet to be set. That month, he was arrested in New York. And less than a month later, he was arrested in Miami. Are we catching a theme yet? April/May 2019, arrest for weapons possession. This past April, Kodak Black and 3 others were apprehended by U.S. Customs and Border Protection agents while trying to cross into Canada from New York. He was found with a Glock 9mm pistol and marijuana and was taken to Niagara County Jail. He paid $20,000 and $40,000 bond and then walked out of jail with a fan cash covering his face. So, 46 months, he got sentenced in 2020. Basically, this is him. Y'all can do all your pleading, blame the white man or whoever you want to try to blame, but this is what he does. Eventually, you just got to call a spade a spade. That is his nature. Regardless of how anybody feels about anything, this is Lil Buddy's nature. And I don't want to hear no government conspiracies and none of this stuff. Man, if you seen a drug addict being a drug addict is going to remain a drug addict until they want to change. So until Kodak want to change, ain't going to happen. Where did it happen? Broward. The same place he been causing trouble, mayhem, and ruckus and all that, the same place where he does a lot of his good deeds is the same hell that he's in. Remember, he got arrested last year for trespassing. Yeah. So, once again, can't stay out of trouble. Hopefully he detox and whatever. Is he going to beat this? More than likely. I was talking about how lucky NBA Youngboy is, but Kodak is pretty lucky as well. This man been committing crimes since he was 18, and he's only 25. So just think about that. Almost every year of his life as an adult, he has been in trouble unless he was in jail. And then he was crying and complaining and all that and paid all that money to Donald Trump's campaign through his lawyer. Yeah, you can donate, by the way, to campaigns. That was a money play. Money talks. It always has. So I'm wondering, remember when he said he got that tattoo of his lawyer on his hand as a reminder of what to do? So was that the same hand you exchanged money for the pills? He obviously wasn't trafficking. He obviously was doing that to take the pills. Little buddy's a drug addict. Maybe they'll try to recommend him to a drug facility. Florida has the best rehab facilities on the planet. But he got to stay out of Florida, period. Y'all expect me to keep it real? Because you know that I will. I do this daily, baby. Check out the Nightly Nash podcast. Also, Street and Music Ceddy Nash if you have not. It's on all streaming platforms. Guaranteed you're going to find something you like. Probably like that overly thugging freestyle. Or maybe something different. Let me know in the comments. We possibly shoot that music video.